I'm not, he very skilled. Well, he looked good, balance-wise. We were not really sparring, but he got good balance, and he looked like he could be a good fighter.
There has actually always been talk, because he does train a lot, that he wanted to take a fight. Could you see him taking a fight and fighting on one of those cards we saw the other day?
Yeah, man. I don't know who you're gonna get in there with him, because he intimidating. I'm like, this is a big guy. You already know he got big arms and stuff like that. He got good range, and he pretty much got the same reach as what his name? Our heavyweight champion. What his name? The boy from Alabama.
Oh, Deontay Wilder.
Deontay, he got that reach just like that. But he got trumps. He got them big arms. He hit somebody with one of them. You know what? He ain't got to hit him right. If he missed him, they still may fall.
Brandon, Holyfield compared you to Deontay Wilder. Look at the tail of the tape, buddy. It is the Beast versus the Bronze Bomber. If this TV thing doesn't work out, there is no doubt in my mind, all the way back into the ring. What do you say?
100%. Look, when Mike Tyson stopped running from Evander Holyfield and they sit at the table and get the deal done, then I will sit at the table and consider a fight with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, we've had conversations before, and he thinks it's a game, he thinks it's a joke. So when he's ready to sit at the table, we can talk. I have nothing to lose. I have my job on FS1. I have my job on Inside the NFL. I have nothing to lose. And that record that you have there, Jenna, that is wrong. If you go back to my street fights, I grew up in the hood. I had to fight every single day. I am 25-0 in all knockouts.
Wilds, go ahead. I got something to say, but Wilds, go ahead. I don't even want... Remember when Nick did this Bills Mafia thing, where it's like, oh, Nick, if the Bills win, Nick is going to get splashed with mustard and ketchup. And I'm like, no, no, too dangerous, bad for you. Then Brandon goes like, you know what I'm going to do? Not just to get rid of the mustard, I'm going to fight Deontay Wilder? Like, no, I'm not letting you get hit with condiments or you get hit with Deontay Wilder. I got to be the only one with any sense here. Like, I care too much about the show. Jenna, thank you for staying safe. So, so few things. By the way, that bet with the Bills Mafia still on. Bills, if you win next week, I lose. Right now, we'll see what happens. To this, though. The very first time Brandon Marshall was on this television show, I don't even know why, but this came up. And Brandon, as serious as he is right now, said, oh, yeah, I'd beat Deontay Wilder. And we all thought he was joking. America, not joking. 100% serious. And if you look at him right now, he's a little offended that the rest of the panel is not co-signing this. That we are not all saying, oh, of course you could be the heavyweight champion of the world. And by the way, I will say this. The tail of the tape does lean a bit in Brandon's favor until you get to that record part. And I know Brandon wants to include the street fighting record, but I don't think that's how this works. But America, you need to understand, Brandon has believed this for as long as I've known him. And at this point, the only thing I can assume, Jenna, is that Wilder is ducking him. Because Brandon keeps saying he'll do it. And Wilder keeps not responding. So at this point, I think Deontay Wilder's scared. Deontay Wilder, your team just won another national championship. You should be in good spirits. I think we should set this up. I think it's a good idea. I'm now for it. I'm now all for it, Jenna.
Make the deal, Jenna.
Wilds, it stresses me out. I care about you too much, buddy. I'm sure you'll win, but I care about what happens in the process.
He's not worried.
Jenna doesn't believe.
What can happen?
Oh, my gosh.
Woo! No.
Jenna
I believe in you. I also worry about you.
Don't believe.
No, we believe. We also worry. We believe and we worry.
I have
Jenna, go back to Evander Holyfield's take. He knew my name and he didn't know the champ's name. That's a big issue.
That is a good point.
Right.
That's a huge issue. That is a very observant. That is very observant. All right, let's get back to the NFL playoffs now. Rams at Packers this weekend. It'll be Aaron Rodgers versus question mark in this one. Sean McVay refusing to name a starter yesterday, saying last week's starter John Wolford is day-to-day with a stinger.
Let's go.
Jared Goff and his hobbled thumb remain ready to go if necessary. Brendan, how should Jared Goff feel about Sean McVay not naming a starting quarterback here?
Yeah, well, I think he came out and said it to someone where he didn't like that, coach didn't make the decision to go his way when he felt like he was capable of going out there and playing the last game. And I would say this to Jared Goff, be grateful. Be thankful that you have another opportunity, because the talk around the NFL, the talk around on every show is that who makes you is that coach. That coach is in your ear going down to the 10 seconds telling you where to go with the ball. Here's what's happening. This is what you got in front of you. Go to X. If the X isn't there, drop it down to the wire, to the running back. So when you have that narrative around you and your career and you play the way you played, throwing the ball to the other team at the rate that you're doing it, then you should be thankful that you can go in there and possibly be the hero. You have the best defense in the National Football League right now, who Wilds like and picked to go to the Super Bowl. Don't know why he did it, but right now he's looking good. So you have that going for you. Go out there and prove to everybody that you're capable of being a starting quarterback in this league. Because right now, before this moment, you were trending towards being a backup. So I would say to Jared Goff, be thankful, go out there and have fun and play your game.
Folks, people got upset with me when the Wolford thing, when Goff got, Tiny Hands had the surgery, and I said on the show, I don't know what McVay's sad about that. People were like, oh, how can you say that? I can say it because Sean McVay keeps telling us, guys, they're like, oh, Jared Goff can't start the wild card game because of his hand surgery. That's a lie. I shouldn't call someone a liar. I'm not calling him a liar, but that was a lie. You know how I know? Because Goff was able to play. You know how I also know? Because they didn't activate a third healthy quarterback. You know how I also know? Because they called a quarterback sneak where he led with broken tiny hands. So he's not worried about Goff. Listen, folks, Sean McVay knows the biggest impediment to the Rams winning a Super Bowl is Jared Goff. Something happened, and there's a line of demarcation. 27 games, first 27 games under McVay. Goff had a 105 rating and 21 wins, 6 losses. That 27th game was that epic, unforgettable Monday Night Football duel against Mahomes. Remember that game was like 54-51 final, something like that? Since then, he's 23-16. His rating is 85. He has turned the ball over 49 times in how many games is that? 39 games since then. He has more turnovers than any quarterback in the league over the last 3 seasons. He's not good. And McVay knows he's not good, so much so that he's like, hey, Wolford, maybe you can play for us because I just need you to not have 3 turnovers and we'll have a shot because the defense is so good.
That's right.
I don't understand Wilds, the entitlement level of, and I know I sound like an old man, but of these quarterbacks that are like, oh my God, you want me to compete for my job and play well? You're not just giving it to me? They gave you the money. You haven't earned it. You're not good. Like that, what's the issue? I don't understand. We know what the issue with Goff is. He's not good. That's the issue. It's a simple one.
Oh, okay. I picked the Rams, so now I'm going to ride with Goff. I personally like Wolford. Brandon, do you think there's anything to this idea that McVay is out there playing chess and refuses to name a starter to get in the Packers' head with the idea that the Wolfman Wolford likes to run a little bit more, ended up getting him hurt last game? So that actually is going to be an effective kind of strategy to trick the Packers?
No, I think Sean McVay truly believes that Wolford gives them the best opportunity to win. Think about it. They have the #1 defense.